GSL champion starts the bottom right of Icarus in this Zerg mirror match. In red we have for team MVP
Sniper.
Somehow with a much faster 9 Overlord than his opponent.
who starts to the top left of the map in blue with the 1-0 lead in the series. Former TSL player, now playing for Quantic Gaming. It is
Quantic HyuN.
You know, they really have about the same amount of resources. I think he was considering going for an early pool and start his Overlord just a little bit later. And decided not to do it. Having second thoughts here. Overlords pass each other. This is a bit of a weird map for ZVZ because you get that extra boost of resources once your hatchery is up.
Yeah. Well, it's true, but I feel this is sometimes a little bit weird map in any matchup.
It is.
It has a nice touch to it, though.
It's a very unique map. I like to have maps in the pool that are just special like this.
I like this a lot more than having a map with 3 gas that is so far away from your main and natural that it doesn't really matter.
I like this much more than
Atlantis Spaceship.
Yeah, that map also, I like it more than Calm Before the Storm and Crevasse as well, to name a few bad maps.
I mean, right now we can't really say it, or Atlantis Spaceship was awful.
It was a terrible map. I actually said it before a lot. I think you...
Look at you. You're such a hipster. You said it before
I said
anyone
it was a
else
bad
said
map before they even put it in the map pool. I said it wasn't good.
I said it was a bad map before they even made it. When they
If you-
thought about it, I already knew it.
If you check my post history, I posted about it too. Nobody looked at it back then, but I predicted that it would be out of the map pool in 2 seasons before anybody even knew it was going to be in the pool.
Hipster StarCraft going strong. Your voice actually reminded me of what I want to do when I'm really old. I'm going to be one of those really old guys that stands in front of the window the entire time in his house, and I'm just going to nag at people that pass my window the entire day long. And you know why? Because I can.
Well, I don't know. When I'm old, I think I'm just going to try to be nice to people and try to help people out as much as possible, give them my wisdom. You know,
that is never going to work.
If I have grandchildren or anything like this, you know, try to take them and then show them nice things.
I know exactly how that's going to look like.
Well, if you wear your hair like that, it's never gonna be pretty.
No one's going to like you. I just overhear a girl, I read her diary because I'm that kind of like intrusive grandfather. I read her diary. Well, no wonder Tommy didn't like you. You keep wearing your hair short like that. What is this? The 20s?
Well, what this is currently is a very standard ZVZ that we are currently seeing. Very similar to the build orders that we had in game number 1. Both of these players are starting with a Baneling list. Once again, we have the speed on the tap. So very similar to what we already saw on Neoplanet S. On Icarus, they decided to go once again into a late game scenario. We don't see any attempts of just mixing it up with an early pool and getting all aggressive here. They just both have high confidence in their abilities to end a late game in their favor.
This Queen really wants to kill that Overlord, and since he's seen his opponent's opening, can do this. But normally this would be really risky. He will get it. Boom. Sniper is supply blocked, but with the Lings coming out, he should actually be able to keep his Queen alive easily.
Yeah, look at that. We have HyuN with a lot of Zerglings here. He really wants to put on the aggression right now.
And he's hiding his Banelings in the main, which almost makes it seem like he's going to be using them defensively.
I love that HyuN every now and then does this, that he really tries to be aggressive every now and then.
Oh, counter! If he kills that Overlord, then he can get his Banelings around. His opponent's Overlords ran away temporarily from that Queen. Now he's hidden the Banelings. The Banelings are not seen right now by Sniper.
But he sees all those Zerglings, and he will make sure that he has a few units in position. He really needs to make do.
Crazy aggression from HyuN with that extra gas he has in the backdoor expansion. This is the type of weird CBC that you and I were talking about when we go into this map.
There he sees them, 12 Banelings.
He tries to make the
lot
wall,
of them.
But that depot does not have a lot of hit points, and he can't transfuse that.
He can't transfuse the depot, that much is for sure, and he's moving in right away. Look at those Baneling balls. Banelings versus Banelings, but so many are already in the base, and he's heading straight for the mineral line.
He doesn't get very good hits with them, though.
Yeah, Sniper's defending really well against them. Oh my god, he didn't take down a single harvester. Not one.
Now the Spire is started for Sniper, and HyuN is going for Lair. but it's a bit late. The Spire Tech is going to totally dominate this game. He's got the re-wall. The depot again can't be repaired, but he doesn't have any banelings this time.
He's trying to break through, but this aggression has already been thwarted. This was really well defended by Sniper, who's, by the way, behind in Harvesters.
Yeah.
Resources lost, of course, a lot more for HyuN. And one of the problems that HyuN has is that he has the slower tech by far, but the economy is not bad.
Yeah, HyuN throwing away 2 banelings there, just making a slight mistake. There is a gap in the wall, as noted there. He's going to trap these lings. Well, he could have. Oh, wow, now he gets in. HyuN is going to kill this queen.
Not only the queen, he's not going to stop with the queen. He's trying to move in and take down a few harvesters. He at least forced his opponent back, and now he's at the natural, taking down another drone, sees everything that's going on here.
Really impressive play from HyuN, you know, despite the fact that the strategy did not do damage at all. He is still able to keep running circles around Sniper, keeping him off his back while he tries to go into Infestation Pit tech. The question is, did he see the Spire? I don't think he did. Ah, he did see it actually.
He knows about it, and he has the Infestation Pit now up, where Sniper is getting additional Mutalisks now. You can really see that he saw the Spire because he's trying to get all his Overlords back. He's trying to hide them at the bottom left, getting a few into the safety of his main base. There are some Overlords on the map that he did not start to move yet, and he really should, because this is going to be the first target for Sniper.
Yeah, the 2 Overlords at the bottom left are trying to hide. The one that's over the Ling army, I think, is one he just kind of has to leave out there, otherwise he's not going to know when the Sniper attacks him.
Those Overlords getting the signal that Mutalisks are going to pop out soon, and they're both like, run, run! And they're trying what they can.
Why did you research Overlord speed? Well, here come the first few mutas.
Did you watch Despicable Me?
No, actually.
Do you know this old guy?
I know the guy, though, yeah.
Yeah, the guy is awesome. He's like, we have to move fast. And he goes into turbo with this small roller. It's awesome. Well, this is what Overlords remind me of when they try to run away.
Color, he had the queens out, but he moved them down to chase the Zerglings. Now he's losing a lot of Harvesters here.
Well, as long as he doesn't lose the Extractor. He's losing some mining time, but the Extractor, that's the important part. If you lose this much gas, that is when it gets ugly.
He keeps up his upgrades. He sends a small link force out. He wants to see if there's a third base. He'll also get into the main here and see if the Infestation Pit of his opponent has been started.
And he gets in again. He could take out the queen.
The queen. This is
huge. He will.
Oh, wow.
He repositions the Zerglings and makes sure that he really gets it.
HyuN is down in supply, but he is just managing to keep Sniper's production low every time. Getting the third base, though, is going to be a big issue, and those 2 Overlords we were talking about before have now been located.
I feel that's somehow us.
Yeah, it's you and me, man.
Yeah, when we were really old.
What is with all this old talk today?
I don't know. I feel old today.
You and I are so young, man. We don't have to talk about this yet.
It was your voice earlier.
I feel like
it was your grandpa voice.
I feel like you're about to ask me like who's gonna get all my money, and we're gonna start talking about like what type of house I'm gonna live in, and if I'm still gonna really like my wife, and all these other questions. I don't know. Don't ask me. Sniper
don't
still
worry,
has.
That's not gonna happen.
Sniper still has 9 mutas on the map. HyuN has a massive queen count. He's actually gone up to 10 queens. And with these queens, he's going to be able to defend the space not only against mutas, but against actually roaches that come down.
Sniper's a little bit slower with the upgrades in general, but he goes for double upgrades, and this will give him a lead. Those mutas have to be really careful. There are so many queens on the map for HyuN currently. He has 10 queens.
He also has 5 infestors to support them.
And funny enough, he only has 40 drones.
HyuN has his third base up much later than Sniper, but Sniper still hasn't really been able to capitalize on that third base. He's just now starting to mine his gas.
HyuN is really low eco. 20 drones? 40? That's 20. No.
Wait, what?
I don't know. He's 20 drones per hatch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's actually not a lot. If you compare that to Sniper, it also means that he has the better army supply on the other hand.
Yeah.
And he is still only producing army, now finally going into
By the way, I have a question for you. This is actually a noob question, but do queens count in the army supply?
Blizzard changed that. Queens did not count in army supply, they counted in worker supply. I think by now they count in the army supply.
That's what I thought.
Again. They changed it twice. That's why I'm not 100%
same
sure.
Here, same here.
But as far as I know, they still count in the army supply.
Well, he's only got 2 in the main here. He has the rest of his queens at the third because the third is really important. He will lose 2 queens in the main, but the thing is, with 10 queens, he can just send 2 more over here. He's not going to really miss injects. And sick fungals here. He catches both. And as long as he doesn't lose any of these infestors, he's going to be fine. The queens come over now.
Yeah.
And good night, Utilus.
Nice. Well done. I also double checked, by the way, the queens count in army supply now. There was a time where they counted into the worker supply that was really annoying to call. Oh, nice! That was really well done. Saves his drones.
Oh wow, not even, okay, just 1 kill.
1 kill. Would have been a better story if we would have saved all of them.
Yeah, definitely a better story. Like if I told them to my friends at the dinner table, I would have said not even a single drone died.
Exactly.
Well,
That's the time when you have to exaggerate a little bit just to make the story better.
Well, HyuN has a bigger deficit in supply than he had throughout the entire game. He's really playing smartly here, but the map is so big and Sniper's had this base for so long, he's really been able to power up with that better drone count you were talking about.
Sniper is getting a 4th base and the economy for him is just so good. Look at how he takes a 50 supply lead. He's macroing this up like a boss in this game. HyuN is defending well, and he made a few really good decisions in this game, but the big problem for him is really his macro. He just can't keep up with Snipe at this point. His economy is just way too low, and he's losing more harvesters. All those Hydras that he's now building, they won't save him.
It will not. HyuN is down so much in supply. He's losing drones at his backdoor expansion. He's being attacked here.
Look
There's
at this
Lynx in the main.
Look
Sniper
at
is
sick
just going
army.
to walk over him here. It was a good attempt by HyuN.
He is 70 supply behind, and now Sniper is moving in. Those infestors out of energy very soon. The queens, they can transfuse all day long, but still, most of the army is already gone. 50 supply lead. The infestors are now the next victim of Sniper, and this is a very cost-efficient trade for him in general.
Yeah. Even the drones going down here at the 4th of HyuN. He now has half his opponent's supply, nearly a third of his opponent's supply. Invested Terrans are killing Hydras.
His Roach Warren is currently being attacked. He might not even be able to get Roaches, and he knows it. GG. The game is tied. The series goes into a 3rd map. A kill on flats is going to be the deciding map. Who is going to contest, Sniper or HyuN?
It's a tie ball game here.
Yeah.
And the balls of the Banelings rolling across the map because this is EVZ. Sniper playing a better macro game there, taking an early lead with his tech, defending HyuN's attack flawlessly without losing a single harvester.
This is stressing me out.
It's probably stressing the players out about 6 times as much.
Yeah, probably. That's why I don't want to be in their shoes at this point. I'm already completely stressed out. I'm like looking at this and like, oh my god. If I would sit in the booth now, I would probably just run ammo.
Well, it's time for the countdown. It started. We got 7 seconds left. This is the GSL Code A Round 3. The map is Aklon Flats. This is the rematch between Sniper and HyuN in the GSL Code S Finals in Vegas. Only one player gets straight into Code S. The other one has to go into that arena we call the up and downs. The map is loaded. Calder, I have one question for you. Are you ready?
I am so ready, and I hope you guys back at home are too. This is the last game of the day. This is Sniper versus HyuN. Game number 3 on a kill on flats here at the GSL Code A with Calder.